Guys, xQc just beat probably the hardest case in his life. And it's not the marriage case. It was the family violence case, right? He's beaten family violence, which I say is way more serious than the divorce, because the divorce is just monetary loss. Family violence changes the way you live your life. You won't be able to own a gun. It will stick with you. It's kind of like you will be a registered family violence offender for the rest of your life. It doesn't get expunged. There is no seal in it. But he came off that victorious. We were all happy for him. xQc's in the chat. And what that did was triggered Adept to the point where she cannot control herself. She cannot control her emotions. And what she's trying to do with her Adept math is smear his name any way possible, besmirch his reputation and damage him. When you can't win in real court, go for the court of public opinion. Let's hear her first video.
Oh my god, hey, I just needed like a really quick opinion. So help me out. I'm having a hard time sleeping.
She is imitating xQc. This is one of her favorite pastimes.
Should I maybe like have my mom or my dad or my brother and his girlfriend that both live with me and take care of me, or my cousins or my aunts or my uncles or my friends that I have, even some of my brother's friends that really care about me, that I trust a lot. Do you think I should have one of them watch me and take care of me? Or do you think I should pay one of my parasocial fans to come out and take care of me? Which one do you guys think is the best option? Please let me know. Thank you.
Now, what she is doing, she has smartened up, guys. She has evolved. Instead of posting the comments that show like the screenshot of said text messages, which I presume that she may be referencing, she's saying he called some parasocial person to basically... This is ex-girlfriend Johnson police right here. This is Adept math.
Because when you do complex operations like quadratic correlation,
you think by outing, you think, hey, if his ex-girlfriend, currently trying to sue him for half his net worth, and I think I may have lost, well, let me add the fact that he has night terrors and he slept with his parasocial viewer, if you will. That, me plus him sleeping with viewer, equals bad for xQc. This is Adept math. What ends up happening, it makes her look even more desperate to destroy his name. But she's evolved. She didn't snitch on herself and post the picture of her taking the picture of the goddamn phone, if you will. Now, let's go to video number 2, because it keeps going.
No one trusts me.
Now, this is her as she continues to try to besmirch his name. What does she say? Let's hear her out, guys. Let's give her all the attention she so desperately wants.
Even though this fan is parasocial, like, you know, they've been always there for me for like years. Like, they definitely have not been dreaming of this moment for years, as they have begged me for the last few years to, you know, that they could come out and just take care of me, that they wish that they could just hold me and be with me.
These are what I assume, because I am not, you know, I'm a little smarter, screenshots that she allegedly may have read, and instead of posting them, she's saying, hey, look, they've been dreaming about this for years. I saw this in the 700 pictures I allegedly took, according to xQc, and you called her xQc. So I presume, like, if you just lost a family violence case, you think Adept math tells you, hey, let me out that he's having consensual sex out here with fans and mods. This right here, what she's doing is so cringe. This is so bad for her.
Let's just laugh at him now.
Like, who is telling her this is a good idea? Adept math. Hey, I am about to Me, ex-girlfriend, bitter ex-girlfriend, plus knowledge that he has had a consensual relationship with a parasocial viewer, going to expose him to the public, because surely no one has consensual relationships with parasocial viewers ever in their life. Me plus that equals adept math equals bad for xQc. Wrong yet again. Let her continue.
That they, just are so proud of us and our empire and what we have done together. No, me and this fan definitely will not hook up. So if anyone's thinking that, please use your brain and realize that, I know I listed a long, reasonable list of people that could take care of me. I just think it's best that this person does, because they've always looked out for me.
Okay, you see?
They've been giving me relationship advice for years.
Another intimate detail that's likely confirmed by a message in the phone that was taken. All right, and
her mom needs to be embarrassed. Her daughter is being a monster and claiming that she's being a strong woman. She's lucky she ain't my kid.
Tell her, San. And in these type of situations, I don't know what her mother's stance on this. I'm not going to act like I do. But typically mothers support this type of shit. They support it. They will not shame her. They will not tell her knock it off. They see this look in her eyes. She probably needs to be under a 5150, 72-hour observation. And her phone needs to go away. But that is not going to happen. But as you see, adept math, let me point out the fact that instead of xQc relying on his family to care for him in his night terrors, he called a parasocial viewer, which may be the mod that she's alluding to, and they've been giving him relationship advice for years because these are messages. This shit is so pathetic. But let's continue, because it does not stop there, guys. Adept math keeps coming back, okay? It's like Jason. It's like Michael Myers. You can't kill it. You done did this. You done did that. It just keeps coming back. This is your masterclass study of Adept Math given to you by Professor Resilient. We're going to the final phase of Adept Math, if you will.
Also, guys, can you please just take a moment to understand this person has always had my best interest at heart. They would even go as far as to make fake alternate Reddit accounts to make posts of my ex. To post on live stream fails for me when I asked them to. But don't worry, if you ever see any screenshots of this.
These are other intimate details, and hopefully X never paid someone to go on LSF to make posts for the
love of my life.
No, this is the bane of his life. This is the regret of his life. But this is likely confirmed in a screenshot she may or may not have illegally obtained by violating xQc's privacy, which no other person is willing to even talk about that situation. Let the roles be reversed and xQc would not be on Twitch. But here we are. Let her keep going and explaining this adept math and how this calculation that she came up with is going to somehow change everyone's outlook on how they view her, because right now this looks so sad.
I guarantee you they're out of context, so just ignore them, okay?
Okay, let me rewind it, because she's talking about the screenshots are out of context, which we know she is prone to post out of context, highly redacted text messages that, say one thing just to try to prove her point, as opposed to just showing the whole thing. Let's go back. Let's give her the floor. Adept, continue.
But don't worry, if you ever see any screenshots of this, I guarantee you they're out of context, so just ignore them, okay? Just remember, I'm the kind of person that likes to go shopping with my ex for houses, just for fun. I just really like houses. And I also just really like wedding rings and like giving those around just for fun. So yeah, please keep all of this in mind when making your decision.
All right.
Also, guys,
If you don't know, we gonna have to hold the L, guys. We as juicers, if he was out shopping with her and if he was buying the ring, we gotta hold that L. Now, he said he went back because, he was in love or whatever, all that stuff. But even still, right? Even with all this that has gone on and transpired, this adept math is just not adding up to help her gain anyone to be on her side. If anything, is having the most opposite effect on people being in her support. So this is the masterclass session in Adept Math presented by Professor Resilient. Remember, outing someone after you've lost the case is not going to help your case, especially if you're outing them on having consensual relationships with people that are not you. Men, women, learn from this. You do not want to do Adept Math. It will set you back more than it will propel you. You might want to do xQc math, which we have to get to later in today's session. But let me know what you think of Adept Math. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Peace.
Things just aren't the same. I had you to blame, dealing with this pain.